Last time, party had bid farewell to its cleric, who committed a brave sacrifice to return the young gnome Moira to life. It was hard for everybody, and it was extremely brave of that little halfling. After he departed, Corona appeared, contacted party, and said that the high priests of the Order of Eden have elected to assist the party by sending along a champion. To which the party was not happy with.
No?
For some reason, I don't know. They didn't like the idea of getting help. So, Petravian...
I'd say more Soul was upset.
Yeah, no, Soul was upset.
Yeah.
So, Petravian arrived and introduced himself to the party. So you guys were going to get back on the Agile and make your way to Daraham, I believe. So the Agile swoops down from the sky. You see Calcutic toss down a rope ladder and wave at the party.
Well, I will help Moira off the ladder.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put everyone on the deck of the ship here. Alright, I think Hildegard already said her farewells, correct?
Not exactly.
She wasn't really into
She was
talking.
really in the mood. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Her farewells were kind of, don't ever come back here again.
Not even like a kinda, just like.
Well, Soul
actually.
doesn't know that, though.
Yeah.
No,
Lovette's the only one that knows that.
that's true.
Probably should have told the person who has the bee temple right next to her house.
I figured it was probably not a good time to talk about that. To be like, by the way, I know we're all going through a hard time. I don't want to have to be the one to say this,
But hear me out.
but by the way, we're never allowed back here ever again, and she hates us.
She can't possibly hate me.
Yeah, you guys must be mistaken.
Gosh, I don't actually know what to do for Soul right now.
Well, I assume that for most of us, we're still kind of out of it, just kind of like we were in the hut.
Mm-hmm. Just a bit shell-shocked.
I'm gonna just find a corner to huddle up with Moira and just, hang out with her.
Alright, Calcutic seems interested in this new person and walks up and introduces himself, holds out a little gnome hand to this large, stony-skinned person. Says, "Hello, I'm the captain of this here vessel. The name's Calcutic. Welcome aboard the Agile."
Thank you for bringing all this crew to where it needs to be.
Why, it's no trouble at all. I mean, I'm being paid fairly well. And, we're trying to make a difference and make the world a better place, right?
That's what we all strive to be.
Sounds good to me. So, where are you from?
Lands far away from here.
Oh, that sounds ominous. Alright. Well, what should I call you? Big guy? Stone face?
Petrie.
Petrie. Alright, sure. Well, hey, Petrie, it's good to have you along.
Fucking Soul calls across the ship.
If you need anything, the galley's downstairs. You look like you could eat a horse. Help yourself.
Thank you.
He merrily walks back up to his favorite standing and watching spot on the ship.
Vera is going to go up around where the wheel is, and just going to be sneaking around watching Petra.
You got it. Make a stealth check for me, please.
27.
Petravian, would you mind making a perception check?
Certainly.
Come on, Petrie. Show us what you got.
That is a 21.
I don't think with a 20 he could have beaten you.
Nope. With that
You
stealth
are-
roll.
Very too sneaky.
15. You are super sneaky.
Yeah, that is super sneaky. So, you're able to watch Petravian from above without Petravian realizing it. So, Petravian, what are you doing on the deck of the ship?
Currently, he is going through his rather large sack, looking for the, just making sure.
We're all five.
5-year-olds!
We did it.
Bunch of 5-year-olds. His rucksack. How about that?
Better believe it's a rucksack.
How about, does package work for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Petravian.
Why not just bag? Really?
Satchel.
Yeah,
Satchel.
works.
Attaché?
Backpack. His fanny pack.
Pack. That's fine, too.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, you're going through your rucksack?
Yes.
And what are you looking for?
Just making sure everything's in order, and he's going to be standing guard.
Well, you open up your rucksack and find it empty.
Fudge.
You have no other items other than the equipment you're wearing.
Well, that's what I mean. My equipment was going to be inside the sack.
Oh, you're not wearing your shit?
No, not this very second, no.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, in that case,
You're naked?
you look in your rucksack and you see all of your other gear. So I'm going to go ahead and unequip all your stuff, because I didn't
Okay.
realize it was unequipped.
Please make sure to equip that if we go into battle.
Of course.
There you go.
Equip it before we go into battle.
You have all of your stuff in a bag.
Then gonna start walking through the ship, essentially inspecting everything.
Okay. Cool.
And then he is going to make his way towards, he's to assume the room that they were in. And then, not to be a schmuck, I'm going to have him then don all his armor. I don't know how long that takes. I figured he'd be coming in without his armor on, and then armor up when he had a moment.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Yes, sir.
And Vera as well.
Come on, Sneaky Snoo. What's she gonna do?
Oh, damn. All right.
Petravian got a 22 and Vera got a 21.
So, Petravian, as you're walking into the room, you notice that at the edge of your vision behind you, you see Vera.
I'm not in the room.
Well, no, I understand. I'm saying as you were in transit.
Okay, gotcha.
You notice Vera creeping, after you a little bit. You get the idea that Vera is following you. Probably to keep an eye on you.
Right before going into the room, I give a little smirk and then close the door behind me.
Cocky bitch.
I'm just seeing if I can hear anything inside the...
Okay. You hear the sound of metal plates, buckles, leather belts being fastened.
Kinky.
It's the sound of someone donning armor.
Not as kinky.
I mean, it can be. Depends what you're into.
Mm-hmm. You into plate play?
Oh my. Wow.
There's two kinds of that, and one of them is a lot more dangerous than the other. I'll let you be the judge of which.
Oh boy, is that actually a thing? Did I accidentally
What?
say a
Of course
thing?
there is. Of course it's a thing.
Oh boy. Alright, so anyone else doing anything in the time being?
After a little while of listening, Vera will probably go into making more of the tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It's 1 p.m.
Did we tell
Roughly
Cal
around
where
there.
we're going?
Yeah, he knows where you're going.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard talk to Kakutik about making some stops.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
What?
Did you say something about stops, Lovette?
I mean,
No.
were you listening to me?
I listened to everything. Do you see how large my...
Are you got ears? That doesn't mean I'm always listening on everything you're talking about.
You don't have large ears. You're very small.
I mean, especially if we're talking about, overall surface area of the ears.
Mhm,
Because then Soul's ears are she starts doing math on her fingers. They're 8 times larger than your ears.
Thank you, Karis.
Okay, well, still, the size of ear does not equal quality of hearing.
You're welcome, Soul.
Soul just puts a little dancing light on Karis's nose as a little thank you. Turns back to Lovette. Anyways,
Like,
we cannot stop.
Oh, why?
I have been yelled at by my mother and Corona. And Corona told me that Glarv is on the move now, and we have no time to waste.
Corona yelled at you?
Soul's ears droop and they look at the ground, floor, deck, thing.
Yeah, we'll go with deck.
Oh, I'm sorry. But we don't need to make it these stops. I was just, while we are in Ville, I know how fast this ship moves. I thought you would want to see Siva as well.
Soul looks really conflicted.
But we don't have to make any stops. We can keep going.
We just can't.
Lovette, you made a lot of friends.
I do. Hell, really something, huh? Wait, I mean, not all the people on this ship. Some of them are just deckhands, but I mean, that's definitely different from the old days.
Yeah, I mean, back in the old days, you could barely have a conversation with 2 people in a day.
Yeah, I remember that.
She ruffles your hair.
Oh. Whoops.
They're friends, damn it. Don't be like that.
Okay.
You ready? You ready for the platonic hand holding? Because it'll happen too. You
Hand
watch out.
holding, how lewd.
There's going to definitely be a lot of that for sure. So, before I forget, I was thinking of working on something with Vera while we are on this trip, and I thought you could help me out with it.
What is it?
So you have the ability to magically disguise yourself.
I can take other people's identities.
Was that the only method?
I think I gave you my disguise kit.
Well, I mean...
I don't have any magic disguises other
You
than
don't?
taking someone's identity.
Alright, never mind.
I can go really fast.
Okay, that's cool. It's not really... the thing I was going to build was going to use a bit of that sort of magic, and I think some mirrors, but it doesn't... I don't think we have the ability to produce that.
Soul shrugs.
Meanwhile, below decks, Petravian walks out of the hold there and is now wearing full plate mail.
Vera is pretending to be fully focused on making this tea.
Okay.
I gotta roll a bluff check.
Petravian comes over and says, "Might I have some of that tea?"
Are you feeling sick as well?
Not particularly. I just like tea.
Well, if you insist, would you mind giving the other to Karis?
Not at all.
And I'll hand Petra the tea, 2 bottles of it.
You get 2 vessels of ginger tea.
Thank you, Vera.
Of course.
You missed the opportunity to say thank you very much.
You would have
I
gotten
chose not
prize
to.
for that.
I literally... Do you hear my pauses? I literally chose not to do that.
It was there.
It was there.
It was there.
It was very... You're absolutely right. Very low-hanging fruit.
It was, but you did it.
Is what you're telling me every time Skrewy pauses, a pun goes to heaven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time Screw
Yes.
pauses, a pun dies.
Good stuff.
Anyways,
Alright, so Petravian heads back up the stairs and goes back onto the deck.
Miss Karis.
Oh, hi. Have we had a chance to really introduce ourselves yet?
No, not yet.
I'm Karis. I've been traveling with this group for a little while now. You said your name is Petravian?
You may call me Petra.
Oh, okay. Hi, Petra. Is that for me?
Yes, Miss Vera gave me some tea for you.
Oh, she's the best.
isn't she?
Karis takes one of the vessels of ginger tea from you, blows on it.
Petravian's going to make his way towards the top deck
Alright,
to keep an eye on everything.
cool.
Creepy. Soul has been like glaring at him the entire time.
Oh, he notices. He just has a kind smile.
Even
Not
more
smile.
suspicious.
Not smile, but just
He has
peaceful.
a friendly
peaceful grin.
affect. Yeah.
There you go.
I've met deceivers before.
Soul, it's not his fault.
What are you talking about?
I see the way you look at him, and it's not his fault.
Coronas.
It's mine.
What? No, honey, no. No sweetness.
I can
Don't
see
think
that-
about it that way.
But I can see that you're blaming him for what happened, and he wasn't even there.
I'm not blaming him for what happened. I'm just upset that he's with us.
She kind of like shoots you a quizzical look. Oh, really?
Yeah. Corona's mad at me because I didn't go fast enough. And so this guy gets thrown on us. And that's great. It's good to be helped.
I mean,
I'm very happy.
you guys helped me, and I'm grateful for it. Isn't that
I
kind of
just-
the same thing?
It's just seeing those symbols in his eyes. Every way I look at him, I just get reminded, and I don't want to think about it at all.
I kind of get what you mean. Maybe we could ask him to cover the symbols up? I don't know. Maybe not.
Once I can trust him, maybe we can have a conversation, but I don't know, he's kind of spooky.
He
Has
certainly
that
is
new
kind of
personality.
the monosyllabic type, isn't he?
Yeah. But I feel like that kind of fits for a Earth Genasi, you know?
I've never met one before.
I've only read about him, but he kind of fits the bill for a stereotypical one.
Karis nods.
Of course, Soul isn't being discreet at all while talking. Like, it's definitely glances back at him while whispering about
Like,
this.
is this high school?
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
This is 2 teenagers talking, of course.
Karis takes a long sip of the ginger tea.
Spill the tea.
Is there anything from Petra in the room at all?
No.
Okay. So Vera stops rummaging around in the room.
Is the floor still stained?
I think they got rid
They
of
cleaned it up,
everything.
if I
I
recall
know they
correctly.
cleaned it, but I didn't know if there were any stains.
Did they fix the mirror yet?
No. The pieces that fell out of the mirror have been disposed of.
Like,
The broken mirror is still hanging there.
I assume they took out the mirror and put it in the window. Alright, Vera
Is,
will head back up.
Alright.
Petra's standing there with the head of the hammer on the ground, and he just has his hand on the pommel, and he's just sipping the tea.
It's a good view from up there. Although it is kind of weird having your feet off the ground.
I can imagine. Petra looks to Calcutic and asks, "How does this fly?"
Oh, well, that's kind of a complicated question. Mostly, it's some various magics and enchantments and engines that we've got running in here. There's and he goes on to explain enchantments weaved into the sails and the masts of the ship that allow the sails to carry the weight of the ship over the air. He gets overly technical. If you wouldn't mind, make a Knowledge Arcana check.
I don't have Knowledge Arcana.
Oh, in that case, make an Intelligence check.
Oh, okay. That'd be 3.
Wow.
Alright, his explanation very quickly goes over your head, and you just kind of lose focus on what he says.
Just smile, nod, tea.
Thank you, tea.
Vera's gonna go over to Lovette's side.
Mm-hmm.
Lovette, do you have, perchance, any way of messaging long distances?
I'm devising a device for that, but it is not complete yet.
We really should get a message to Moira's mother.
Yes, I agree.
As soon as possible.
Soul's listening.
I have asked my parents, at least, to take care of her, make sure that she's safe and okay. I don't know how real they will yet will get, but hopefully they can do something.
I have a question. Is Vera wearing a hood currently?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll take a while for Vera to work up to
Yeah,
wearing that. Yeah.
Okay. Has Moira introduced herself to you yet?
She is not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, Moira will take the opportunity to walk over and hold out a little Gnome hand at you. Sort of cheerfully introduce herself as Moira. Moira O'Brien.
Hello, I'm Vera. Vera Vested.
Well, that's a nice name.
Thank you.
So how did you meet old Lovette here? She says as she elbows Lovette.
Well, Lovette stopped me from retrieving money from Soul over there.
Soul awkwardly waves across the ship.
We went into the Deadlands together.
Oh, wow. I've read about that place. It's really dangerous.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Not many good experiences in the Deadlands.
Came up with a good song there.
True.
Got some cigars. And some weird fetishy books about dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Still canon.
Still canon. All these
Well,
sessions later.
We don't have them anymore, I'm pretty sure.
No, you gave them...
That makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Moira?
It's really strange. It's like I woke up from a dream, and everything is so colorful. And I feel whole for like the first time ever. It's hard to explain.
Beaming at that.
Question. How much of Marcus did the council know or even convey to Petra?
Probably a standard amount, as in they knew that there was a Cleric of Eden on the team. How much of Marcus's story did Marcus convey to them?
Well, I know he sent the message to
Zell.
And then what has happened to him since what he found out to Corona.
Okay. So I would say that anything you told Corona would be information that would have been passed on to
Petra.
To Petra, yeah.
Okay.
As preparatory information.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean that Petra knows about Mellifera?
Yeah, how much has Petra been prepped on the rest of us is my question.
Sneaking commences.
The entire party starts to sneak.
Myra's just looking around an empty deck and is like, where is everyone?
It's Elder Scrolls sneaking. We all just crouch and become invisible.
Hell yeah.
Must have been the wind.
I was about to say that shit. So Moira takes the time to kind of introduce herself to you, Vera, and kind of explain a bit about her childhood with Lovette and how she thinks it's really great that Lovette actually managed to get some friends. She backhandedly insults her friend through the entire conversation.
I don't know if Moira's actually a good friend right now. Okay, whatever.
Well, she's just really proud of Lovette.
Sure.
Yeah. You'd understand if you knew her.
Because, like, the Lovette that she knew was,
I don't wanna know her.
super introverted and had difficulty handling anything. And, now she sees this new Lovette that's wearing, like, very,
ostentatious clothing.
It's not the word I would have used. I was going to say loud.
I don't know what's worse.
Wearing much more extreme clothes, much less subdued stuff, and has a lot more confidence and abilities than before. she's kind of impressed.
When you go through a vampire sewer and start shooting vampires, it's usually get more impressive.
So that's the thing we did.
You all fought vampires?
We fought a vampire.
We fought other vampires. Multiple. I had to cut their heads off.
That's true.
4 Karis.
Jeez.
Love you.
I take out my bottle of Warren.
That was a vampire.
Moira is just wide-eyed in awe of all of you right now.
So yeah, this is Vera. She's really cool. She's very strong.
Yeah.
Like bees.
Can I touch your arms?
I'd prefer if you don't.
She doesn't like being touched.
Okay. They're just... Wow, that's muscle definition.
She is strong.
Vera is definitely weirded out by this.
Thanks.
Like, worrisome look.
She takes a step towards Soul as Soul, like, apparently retreats 20 feet away.
I only listen when necessary.
Took an evasive maneuver.
Yeah.
This is okay.
She's already met me.
Well,
So it's great too. These people are all great.
yeah, you've done a really great job. You found some really amazing people. So what's going to happen to me?
I have an idea, actually. Soul approaches the group.
Grab Moira by the hand as Soul gets
I mean,
closer.
I'm not really, you know,
I hate protecting.
I read books, you know? Like, I don't really...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't fight vampires and do anything like that.
That's where my plan comes in. Okay, ready? Are you ready? We're all going to Daraham, and then I pay Cal, like, 30 gold, and he takes you back to the Steam Isle. Ta-da!
Have you talked to Calculatic about this?
You think he's gonna deny money?
No, it's not a lot of money.
Okay, so remember when I made a young boy faint because I gave him 100 gold?
Calculatic is not that young boy.
Cal!
You take on this ship.
Cal!
His name magic user is a staff, so I think that he knows where.
Calcutic is walking down the stairs toward you. Oh, yes, Soul. What can I do for you?
When we get back to Daraham, how much to take that girl back to the Steam Isle?
Oh, that girl there?
Yeah,
Take her back to the Steam Isle?
yeah,
Aboard this ship?
yeah,
That's a 3-day journey.
yeah.
And what if something happened? What if they were more elementals or something like that?
Soul just looks over, bored.
Well, I mean, to charter the ship for well, it would be 3 days to travel there, and then I would have to travel back to dock, so we're talking about a 6-day round trip. So a 6-day charter would be... He starts to do some maths in his head, trying to figure out fuel costs.
Fuel?
Mhm.
Fuel.
Yeah, fuel costs.
They're,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. They're using slave labor.
Right?
Fuel.
Enslaved magic.
Enslaved magic.
Yeah. He says he could do that. Normally it would cost him a certain amount, but you know what? Since you've been such a good friend and traveler, he'll cut you all a deal, and he'll say he'll do it for 300 gold.
Okay. How about that, Lovette?
Well, you could come with us, Moira. I will keep you safe.
You're gonna get her killed.
I mean, I'm not really cut out for this kind of life, Lovette. I'm not really an adventurer.
I wasn't either. Doesn't just happen overnight.
Alright, but if she dies, it's not my fault.
Alright, I'm gonna pause real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pause real quick. Peeling back the curtains here slightly. The sticky curtain. Hold on. Sticky curtain peeled back. Moira is a level 0 expert.
Oh dear.
So, unless there's something I'm missing about her character, she was
She's
pretty much
squishy.
just a person who really enjoyed reading.
Yes.
She has 0
I realize
applicable
she's
like
not-
life skills or abilities of any kind, and she's going to have probably 5 hit points.
She's
Okay.
real squishy.
I'm aware of all
hard
this.
near
I'm
him.
just role playing it out.
No, I understand. I'm just letting you know that, like, from a gameplay standpoint, she is
I'm
very,
willing. I'm
very
prepared to
squishy.
shell out some serious money if it's what it takes. Though. I mean, like if she's like, "Oh, I want to go along," then I have backup plans to make her less squishy.
Okay.
Wait, if Moira had touched my arm, she would have died.
Yeah,
I
just
feel like if
I mean, that's
Petra
true for most of
farted.
us.
Karis, touch her.
Oh my god.
I feel like if
Oh my God.
Petra farted in the wrong direction, she'd die.
Just push.
Whee!
Back to before the interruption on my part. All right.
What do you want
Seriously,
to do,
Lovette?
Moira? What? I
I'm
don't want
just-
to let no. Look at little. Give my sight.
Okay, I don't
What's
understand half of
happening?
that.
I don't want her to get my sight. I don't. What if something happens while I'm gone and I can't do anything about it?
What if something happens on your watch?
I won't. That happen.
I'm gonna go talk to Archie.
Lovette,
Yes.
Moira grabs onto your arm. I should probably go back. I'd like to see my mom again.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
See, that is what I'm thinking. As soon as she walks up into her town, everybody's like, Mimic!
Oh my god. That's
Just
not
saying.
entirely a bad idea either.
Oof.
Just saying.
Oh man.
The only
We might
problem
have to
is, Petra may not know that.
No, I'm just saying.
But-
As me,
Well, that probably would know that.
Petra wouldn't know that, but me personally, I'd
He
be
was
like,
just saying as a player.
Yeah, that's
player,
fair. That's fair. But everyone else had conveniently forgotten.
exactly.
I mean, Vera hasn't seen a mimic, so
I've been touched by one.
I love that show.
That's one of my favorite TV shows from like old
Touched by
ABC.
mimic.
I want to see the intro to Touch by Mimic. Okay, anyway. So Moira's kind of hanging on Lovette's arm and is like, I want to see my mom again. I'm sure she's been worried like crazy or grief stricken. I don't even know how to think about this.
She was doing quite bad when we
She wasn't.
retrieved. Oh,
Please, spill the beans, Vera!
And when Vera's saying that, she has her arm on her other arm and like wobbling her arm.
I mean,
Bless.
I'm not sure how you fixed it, but I felt like I was in that coma for a long time.
Moira, I tried to fix the coma a few months ago. I came back for you, and it turned out the device was sabotaged.
What?
Yes, but I didn't really make
Damn the Omorises. It must have been them.
I don't know.
that's the twin assholes, right?
Oh, the ones that like each other?
She nods and goes, wait, what?
What? Nothing?
How are you doing, Paris?
How you doing, Paris? Love what
Oh.
you're doing with your hair.
Oh, thank you. I was trying something new.
Oh, that's good. You look good. You always look good.
She blushes. I don't know what to say.
Thank you?
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So anyway,
Moira,
Lovette?
are you aware that you have not been alive for the last several months at all?
She pinches her hand. I'm pretty sure I'm alive.
You are alive now.
And I'm pretty sure I was in a coma. Because I was dreaming, like, the whole time.
Wait, what?
You're dreaming?
Yeah, I was dreaming, like, the whole time. It was crazy.
Tell me about the dreams.
What do you want to know?
Like,
Leave us alone.
they didn't always make sense. I mean, a lot of it was just, like, seeing weird places and talking to weird people and stuff like that. Not
Yeah.
much of it made sense, and it's all kind of, like, fading from my mind, actually. It's weird. It's already really fuzzy, thinking back on it. Huh.
Oh.
She kind of, like, blinks a few times and kind of looks a little confused. You ever wake up from a dream and you have it sort of on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite remember the details anymore?
What color eyes does Moira have?
Blue. Lake blue.
They're
I wanna-
Marcus's eyes.
I want to die.
Oh, these fucking blue-eyed people.
They're
Well,
closer
that's
to
my
Soul's
dragon.
than Marcus's.
Oh, they're more teal.
Yeah, they're more teal. They're not quite the same color, but yeah.
Petravian has been sort of listening in and just was hearing the end of that part of the conversation, the dreaming portion.
Soul looks up behind them to see him. Excuse me?
Hello.
Hi. Do you need something?
Not currently.
Soul takes a step away from him.
We're all just backed up against this wall of the ship.
You bump into Moira, who falls off the ship.
Yay!
Well, yeah, that's really weird. I suddenly can't remember the details anymore. Huh. Why do you ask? I mean, normally people don't really care about dreams because they're kind of nonsensical, right?
Dreams are important.
You think
You
so?
think so?
Well, it depends on the dream. If it's just like a regular dream, it's not
I mean,
Really
it's,
that important.
isn't it just your mind, like, sorting information out?
Yeah, that's what I've always felt.
Well,
She shrugs.
unless someone's communicating with you.
It's just a... when...
I go places in my dreams.
You dream?
Is that because you're an elf?
I thought you don't sleep.
Soul shrugs.
Well, that's interesting.
I mean, hopefully soon I'll be able to talk to my children.
You can talk to people in your dreams?
Well, I think once they're about, like, a year in growth, I can talk to them. But I have to, like, read more about it. I don't know too much.
I don't follow. What do you mean?
I'm gonna be pregnant for 2 years.
Wait, you're pregnant?
Yes.
And you're an adventurer?
Soul bites their lip. Yes?
Wow. That's really impressive.
Yeah, the plan is to not be an adventurer soon, so...
Oh. I mean, are you looking forward to your retirement?
I'm ecstatic. A grimace smile appears.
Bluff check.
Okay. Are we sure we want to play that game?
I just got a... I don't know, I just got a really good sense motive, so...
19.
Nice. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up anything that was hurtful.
I'm not hurt. Who's hurt?
You're hurt.
Never mind. I mean, congratulations, I guess.
It's just complicated. I can explain to you later.
You have to see Kenny's face over here.
I don't like it that Lovette would explain it, but I don't want to talk about it.
Well, the reason Lovette said that she would explain it later is so she can get okay on what she can say and what she can't say.
Soul's just making, like, a scrunched up face. Doesn't matter, we're not taking her to another world. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I don't...
Wow, another world. I wonder what it'll be like.
I'm sure it's horrible.
You'll have to tell me all about it when you get back, Lovette.
I will. I wanted to show you so many places. We've seen the Emerald Forest and the Red Plains.
Wow. Is it true that centaurs live there?
They do. And they are quite beautiful. And we have made good friends with one of them.
Wow.
Emphasis on one.
You made friends with a centaur?
Yes, she's wonderful.
But all the books I've read said that they're all sort of gruff and intimidating.
Most of them are, but she is special.
So what is it that you want to do, Moira?
Oh, me? I mean, I think I'd just like to get home and see Mom again. Let her know that I'm okay. And maybe figure out if I can get back into school. I mean, I never did get my degree.
Yes, that's something I should mention right off the bat. I didn't finish. Well, I'm not doing school anymore. They kicked me out.
They kicked you out?
Yes.
For what? You were one of the most brilliant engineers in the class.
I hurt you pretty bad.
They kicked you out because of me?
Not because it wasn't your fault. It was my fault.
No, it was the O'Morrises. She stomps her foot.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have seen it coming.
When I see those two, I'm going to give them such a piece of my mind.
I don't even know if they're alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're doing too well. I'm not sure if you're going to see them.
Weren't they the ones that were trying to attack us when we left? I don't even know what that was. There's two very small...
Those are
people
robots,
young.
though.
Yeah, but two of them look kind of different, so...
Yeah, there's all robots, shapes, and sizes.
It's true.
Well, like I said, when I see those two, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind.
I'm glad so you just don't see some anyone to be seen.
Soul,
Yeah?
don't you have a long-distance
Soul's
communication?
glaring.
Don't you?
Why do you ask?
Well, we should probably either let Lovette's parents know, or Moira's mother know that...
Yes, I have one.
Can you do that?
Soul walks over and presents a scroll of sending to Lovette.
Are you sure what's this?
No, just take it before I change my mind.
Okay, I'll take it.
Alright, you hand over the scroll of sending to Lovette.
I'm not sure who to send this to. I don't think it would be very wise to send it to Mario's mother right now.
Why?
Then just send it to your...
What's wrong with Mom?
parents.
Ooh.
She didn't take what happened in the academy very well.
Is she okay? What happened?
She seemed very distressed when you were dead.
Yeah. Might need some hair treatments.
Hair? Oh no, I need to get home.
You do.
I need to get home now.
We can't get you home right now.
Yeah, the world's kind of at stake, so...
She sits down on the deck and puts her head in her hands.
It's okay, Moira.
Oh, no.
Whoops. Well, there you go, Lovette. Have fun talking to your parents. Love
Oh
you.
my god.
Moira, you're going to be okay.
In my culture, they call that a dick move.
Yeah, I didn't think that I was gone for that long, and it just
a couple months.
I just thought I was asleep. It felt like I was asleep.
It didn't help?
She shakes her head.
Real
No, I just remember going to sleep, and then a lot of weird stuff, and now I'm here, you know? But like I said, all that middle stuff's already really fuzzy.
I see. Well, if you can remember anything about it, let me know, I guess.
I guess I remember, like, swimming in a big pool.
Swimming in a big pool?
Something like that, yeah. I was swimming in a big pool.
Okay. That's different than what I was expecting. Okay.
Swimming or bathing?
What?
Does that make a difference?
Yes.
Swimming.
Curious.
Yes, I don't think I was bathing. I remember my feet couldn't touch the bottom, and I just kept treading water, and there was like a light, and there was like a strong current. At this point, Soul, make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, 18. That's not good.
It's good enough. Karis is making eyes at you to try to get your attention, have you walk away.
Soul walks back with Karis?
She's like walks back with you and kind of whispers, I think I know what she's talking about.
Go for it, tell me.
When I, kind of died, that was that first place I told you about, that vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what it looks like. Like that's kind of how I would describe it, sort of.
I see.
I think she might be remembering some of the afterlife.
I thought when spirits got eaten that they don't go to the afterlife.
She shrugs. I'm not sure. Maybe part of her did.
So, how much of this Moira is, Moira?
I have no idea. If she remembers the afterlife, it means that Marcus must not have eaten the whole thing. Does this change anything?
Soul looks distraught.
What? Is it because I said his name?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm just gonna have a hard time with it for a while.
She nods. I'll try not to use his name anymore.
Thanks. Let's just keep an eye on Moira, though.
Yeah. Do you think there's something wrong with her? Do you think she's lying to us?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was never ever sure if, he was always telling the truth or not, so maybe my gut says something's wrong, but I just don't know what it is,
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes open, okay?
Thank you, Karis.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Hey.
Yeah?
You're amazing and a great hard worker. I want you to know that.
I don't think I deserve that, okay?
Okay.
She has like a look of tremendous guilt on her face.
I'm sorry, Karis. I still don't blame you, just so you know.
She nods, but doesn't say anything.
Alright, and then we go back to the conversation.
And
So
so we
anyway-
brought him as human outside, and he was a body, right? We thought he was going to cry, but no, he lit on fire, and
Yeah.
he was like burning away.
He was burning, and then that exhaust valve blew out and like sprayed half the street.
What is Vera's expression?
Just blank.
It sprayed like half the street with exhaust fumes, and like some of the people smelled them and passed out, and we just, I laughed so hard, I passed out.
She passed out. Yeah, it was actually pretty terrible. We had to take her into an infirmary.
Yeah, it was kind of scary actually, now that I think about that part.
Wow.
But yeah, we were up to some hijinks second today.
Yeah, we were.
Callis and I get up to hijinks now.
Oh yeah?
Well,
She seems kind of distant, to be honest. She's your friend, though?
she's very important to me.
Oh, wow. Well then, if she's a friend of yours, she'll be a friend of mine.
I hope so.
She walks over and introduces herself to Karis immediately.
Oh.
Soul was watching Petrie for a while, but now since Moira's been talking about dream stuff, Soul's been not glaring, but watching Moira.
What is Petra doing?
He is just absorbing and listening to all these conversations. He's trying to be as unobtrusive as possible. I mean, for a 7'1" mountain
Of a sack.
of a sack.
I'm sorry. So, slightly.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's okay.
No.
You're not.
Vera's just going to watch Petra.
That's the smart move.
One eye on the small guy.
Alright, so Moira and Karis?
So Moira and Karis are having a short little conversation, and Moira holds her hand out to shake Karis' hand. Karis holds both their hands up as a no thank you kind of gesture, and they sort of exchange pleasantries. Karis just looks extremely uncomfortable the whole time. Moira kind of picks up on that and eventually sort of just backs away after apologizing for talking. He goes back over to
Wait for
Lovette.
my baby.
What, yeah.
I don't think she likes me.
What? I think she's just in a mood.
I hope so. I don't know. She seems kind of off,
What is it? She's had her health wave going up, even compared to us.
I don't know. I think she could use some time in the sun.
Maybe, but there's always time for that in the future. She's very brilliant, so
Make a sense motive.
Jealousy, maybe?
Not very good at that. That's a 10.
Yeah, you don't pick up on anything.
Nope.
So she sort of just kind of fumes for a little bit, but doesn't go into any detail. Yeah, she just kind of pouts as she looks out over the edge of the ship.
Are you okay, Moira?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I feel like I need to get home,
Okay. Wait, we can't get you home.
I'm feeling kind of tired. Is it okay if I go and lay down?
Oh yeah, of course. You're policing okay? But in policing an hour level. No, deep less. Gone too far.
What?
I can show her to the room if you need me to.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Is that okay, Lovette?
Sure. Yeah. Hey, you want me to go with you?
Oh, I'm just gonna take a nap. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Come on, Bunny. This way. And Soul leads Moira down to the gallery? Right this way, Bunny. Just around this corner.
Into the murder room.
In this room right here. This is where we all sleep together.
Thanks. You've been really nice to me. Thank you.
I have?
I think so. I just want you to know I'm not trying to intrude on anything. Okay? I just like to get home.
I'm not worried about that. I want you to go home too.
Well, thanks for showing me where the room is.
You're welcome. Sleep tight, Bunny.
Thanks. She gets into one of the hammocks.
Soul kind of stands in the doorway looking for a second, but won't go in. And they close the door. And they go up to the deck again. She's all tucked in and cozy now. Hopefully some rest will do her good. I'm sure whatever happened was an experience. And sleep is good. Yeah.
Yeah, probably some kind of trauma. I mean,
Yeah.
dying and coming back is never easy.
I would have thought she had slept enough, but I suppose not.
Karis takes a long sip of her ginger tea. Maybe she was not feeling well from the ride.
I suppose.
Well, what's the plan now?
Oh, we're going to Daraham. We're going to talk to Matilda, and we're going to another world.
Should
Maybe on Dalhem, could we at least speak to Book, if possible?
If you need to. On the other hand, the money that my parents gave us, we should get ready for the worst. So let's have as many strong and powerful things on us as possible, guys.
Right, I mean,
Karis nods.
about that.
I have some ideas of what could help me.
Alright. This is honestly close to a suicide mission, but
Wait, what?
No, it's not anything like that. We're gonna succeed.
We should be prepared for the worst.
We've gone through too much to die now. I've gone through too much to die again. Alright?
Oh,
We're gonna make it.
poor Bear.
Coughs.
Look, the world ends if we don't succeed, so we have to. Plain and simple.
If we don't succeed, the end of the world won't really be something we know about, but that's what I'm prepared to go into.
Soul glances over at Patra. Are
you
you
a
willing
good
to
guy?
die?
I'm prepared. Eden knows me and welcomes me.
Oh, we've gone through some of your kind already.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
We tell you right here now, Eden, it doesn't work like that. Whatever you have been told, she can't just save you. You'll have to save yourself.
No, I understand that. Eden knows me and welcomes me. I'm prepared to die. Are you?
No.
Nice. You've been ready for a while.
I mean, I kind of am.
Karis.
She says with like a stupid smirk.
Just because you died once.
Come on.
I mean, it was a joke. It's because of the... Never mind. She realizes what she was about to mention and realizes that she's in mixed company and immediately stops talking.
Petra says, I like this one.
Don't touch her.
Yeah, please do not. It's both for your safety and also just, don't.
As you wish.
Soul's going mama bear right now. Puffed out chest, arms crossed.
Oh, I have that visual, and I love it. You have nothing to fear from me.
I disagree.
Well,
What
I
do
was
we
sent
have?
here to protect you. That is all I was told.
And how are you going to do that exactly? We don't want to be bringing any dead weight into a party. What is it that you do?
Petra takes the rather large hammer and asks, Lovette, you are rather small, but I see you carry good company.
Yeah, the big guy is not really so small. We've already got one big guy. And he's about as
Archie,
big as they
what?
come. He's incredible.
He is a marvelous piece of machinery,
Thank you.
but he is but machinery.
Excuse me?
What happens if you die?
What did you just say about Archie?
He is but machinery. What happens if you die?
You tell him, buddy.
Hey, I can understand it. What did Archie say?
Hold on. I'll get it.
I have more personality than you, Stone Skin. Jesus Christ!
I'm going to assume that was something derogatory, but my statement stands. Lovette, what happens if you die? What happens to Archie?
Well, actually, no, but presumably is, as you stated, as a piece of machinery. But also as his own person, he should be fine, I think.
I don't know, he seems pretty... He seems pretty fine on his own.
Seems? There's no room for seems. I was sent here to protect all of you, and that is my mission. That is my sacred duty.
Yeah, you kind of sound like you're threatening us right now.
Also, I don't really get how you're going to back that up if you think Archie will count. He's going to protect me. We've got some tricks up our sleeves.
Archie nods.
Listen, I'm not going to say no to extra help on this apparent suicide mission.
I don't think it's a suicide mission.
Thank you, Karis.
You're welcome, son.
Just know that we'll be watching. Petra.
You have to earn our trust, plain and simple.
They warned me.
They warned you. They did? Great. I'm still glad they're watching us. Feels so safe.
What makes you assume they're watching?
Why would someone suddenly have a glowing walnut to tell me that you're coming and then make you appear? Of course they're watching. So many people are watching us constantly, I'm pretty sure at this point. I at least know of 2.
Wait, I thought we got the eye fixed.
Yeah. We also have a shadow from Daraham. And, well, usually
Yes, I do know about
Hildy's scrying us. I don't think she is right now, but...
Oh yeah, I should probably tell you about something she told me.
What?
She doesn't exactly want us coming back, so
What? Why? She
That's all.
seemed fine when I was talking to her. Like,
she's not.
hugs and everything.
She's not fine.
Well, I mean, but she didn't tell me not to come back.
Well, she says, yeah, I lot, and I'm not sure if it is literal, but I would probably assume it is.
Soul looks at the deck.
You live long enough that maybe you can, maybe she'll start feeling better while you still have that
I
for
hope
the time
she'll
being.
give me a second chance. Because I didn't want it.
What?
I didn't want any of that to happen. So she shouldn't blame me.
But still, we have no other choice.
There was always a choice. I'm not sure if we made the right one anymore.
We did.
Soul looks hurt by Vera.
We did not make the easy choice, but we made the realistic one.
If Marcus had eaten Moira's soul like we thought, she would have never seen the vortex, right?
So what?
Wait, what?
Listen, when Karis died, she saw a vortex. Moira was describing when she was having her dream that she was at the vortex. That's at least what Karis told me.
I mean, it makes sense to me based on what she said.
But Hildegard extracted. How?
No. Hildy killed...
We could have, I mean, we could have found a different way to do that. If that's all we needed. We talked about what you needed.
I don't know if what we put into Moira is all that's in there.
You're saying there's one Moira out there?
No, I'm saying maybe there wasn't enough Moira to fill it up, so something else got in there too.
Something else?
I don't know, something that would have had memories of the vortex.
What about Gald and Shortfellow?
Kara shrugs. Maybe?
Look, I have no good things to say about this, so I'll just be quiet and I'll watch.
I'll do the same.
Sure? Careless.
Yeah.
But are you really? You're glad that we ever? I mean, I suppose I don't.
I didn't think it would be so hard. I mean, you don't understand what it was like. The potion, it forced Marcus out of his body, and then my turn was to extract Moira out of him, and it tore him apart. I tore him apart.
Soul's got their hand over their mouth, and they're looking away.
It's not at all what I thought it would have been like.
I didn't really want to have to talk about this in front of everyone, guys, but a lot of people have been telling me, as I said, not to blame myself, and I know it does not work, so I won't tell you that. I don't know exactly how you feel, but I understand how it feels to feel responsible for the death of someone you really care about. And I know that I'm not going to say anything that will make her go away, but it really, this was not your fault, and
she's just staring daggers at you.
And you have a lot to live for, and we have a lot we have to do. So, I just don't want this to tell you apart.
She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and I'm going to roll and I'm going to see how mature she is. You can visibly see her biting her lip to prevent herself from talking, and she says nothing.
Right. I'm sorry if you didn't hear that, but too bad you are not. I think I need to go lay down as well.
Soul moves out of the way so that you can go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Karis really avoids Lovette. Like going to the other side of the ship.
Can you believe that? Telling me I shouldn't feel guilty. It's easy for her to say. She got everything she wanted. She didn't have to lift a damn finger.
Spill the tea, Karis!
She's got her hands on the edge of the ship, and she's got like white knuckles from how tightly she's gripping the sides of the boat. She looks super pissed.
Look, I won't 100% know how you feel, but I agree with you. It's ridiculous.
How can she say I'm not responsible? I literally killed him.
Look, Lovette has a habit of putting everything on herself.
Well, it's stupid. It's a stupid habit.
I'm there with you. Are you okay, Karis?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just dandy.
Okay. And then after you're fine, do you want to talk about it? Or do you want to just fume?
She kind of sighs. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Soul. I'm sorry. I really hate it when people tell me that I'm not at fault for something that I did. As if it wasn't my own choice and my own responsibility that I need to take.
No, I actually really get it. With the Garb situation and stuff. A lot of that.
Didn't he, cause you to speak without wanting to? It's not your fault that he,
Yeah, but I left home.
used, mental domination
originally.
stuff on you.
Yeah, it was really gross. I hate him, and I want him to die really badly.
And that's where we're gonna go kill him.
Yeah, you're right. We're gonna fuck his ass up. Not
Her face flushes.
We're gonna kill him really hard. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was told to get better at speeches, and I'm just flubbing this.
She starts giggling.
I actually had a question for you.
What's up?
We've talked a couple of times about how you don't have figures in your life that...
Figures?
I was wondering if I could adopt you.
I mean...
Damn.
She just starts laughing.
Look, come on!
I mean, Soul, Soul, you're great. You're more like a big sister to me than... Adopting me, implies you'd be, my parent.
I could be a good parent.
We're, the same age.
Don't tell anyone else what they already know. It doesn't matter. How about you're the stars and I'm the sky?
She looks out over the ship. Yeah, that sounds fine.
I promise to take care of you, Kara. And no matter what happens at the end, I will always have a home to provide for you.
I mean... I'm not really worried about myself. I mean, you saw what happened when, Vera... I mean, I'm more worried about all of you than about me.
Vera leaves.
It's not your fault, Vera.
You're becoming more of a jokester the more you've been around us.
Well, I guess your personalities rub off on me eventually.
I guess so. What part of you is Vera, though?
Probably the part that lets me know that we're gonna beat Clarv.
I like that.
It's weird. I have this confidence that we're going to succeed, and I didn't have that before. I think that part was Vera's.
She's pretty great. Well, you let me know if you need anything else, okay?
Yeah, I'll do that. All right. Does anyone have anything that they would like to do on the rest of the evening of the 7th?
Yes, but I'd like to do it any other channel. My conversation with Moira.
So, Lovette and Moira are in the party's quarters that were set up for them in the ship.
Is she awake when I get there?
She's sort of drifting to sleep, but she kind of perks up when you pop into the room. Well, hey there.
Oh, wow.
This is still really new to me.
Yeah, so...
It's like I'm dreaming or something. I mean, who would have thought that I would have gone from being stuck in a bed to being on a flying ship? This is a really crazy life you lead.
Yeah.
Right?
It's flippy crazy.
Are you alright?
Idiots! Lovette just punches the wall. I don't understand. They don't see that. It's just
what's going on?
I'm just trying to help. They don't get that. They just care for them. It's not.
Moira leans down from the hammock and starts patting the top of your head. Come on, talk to me.
I miss it. Alright, it's just like I deal with it. But why can't I leave? Why can't I do my thing? Why is that wrong? Use my friend too.
Moira pulls you into a hug. I'm sorry. This is all really crazy.
It's gonna be a little bit crazier. Moira, I have to tell you about some things that might possibly horrify you, but I think it's important that you know.
She breaks the hug and sort of leans back. Her head's tilted a little bit quizzically to the side. What could it possibly be? I read lots of books,
I don't know if we'd find this in any books. Or maybe one book I know of. A book that I know. But it's be prepared. Just hear me out to the end.
She shrugs. I'm listening.
So, this large fellow that not Archie, but the other one, I forget his name. He was not with us before, but we did have someone else. This group of us traveling.
Uh-huh.
And, he made a big sacrifice for you. And it's...
For me?
Something as a pearl. Yes.
I never even met this guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I tell you everything. Moyle, do you know how long you have been gone?
She shrugs. I mean, it's... Judging by how much older you look, pardon the judgment, I'd say a couple of years, right?
It's been 9 years.
Wow. She leans back. 9 years.
And for 3 months of those years, you are not just in a coma. You are dead.
She looks at you suddenly much more serious. What?
I made a big mistake, Moira.
What do you mean I died?
More than died.
What?
It's complicated, but I'm
Lovette,
going to explain everything.
Don't mess with me, okay? That's not funny.
I know. I know. I told you, it's bloody flaky stuff.
She holds one of her hands in the other hand. She's nervously rubbing her hands together. What do you mean I died?
Oh, it's my fault. I made a mistake. The biggest mistake of my life. One of the biggest now, for sure. I was doing very well after what happened with the coma. I just mulled about for like 7 years. And I had to sell everything from the family. But eventually I found Antival up there, and there's a whole nother story to that, but the point is that you remember how my parents were gone?
Yeah? They were with your grandfather.
Yeah,
Well, your mom was. Did you find them?
Sort of. I went off to find them. I found all of those people, except for the big guy. Because I don't really know who he is, but there was someone else with us. A halfling. Well, he thought he was a halfling named Malchus.
So your halfling that thought he was a halfling, he died recently.
He did.
And you said that he made a sacrifice for me.
He did.
What does that mean?
Well, eventually we following all of these crazy things we were doing, we came back here. My parents were already here, and we found out the machine had been sabotaged, so I thought I could try and fix it.
Okay.
I really shouldn't have messed with it. It was way above. I'm messing with things out of my control.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, not good at those. Oh, I rolled well.
So as you're explaining this, she's becoming paler and paler. Blood's draining out of her face. You can tell that this news is hitting her very hard.
Yeah. Should I slow down?
She's not able to vocalize, but she just kind of shakes her head no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move towards her to see if she wants to be closer or not. And if she responds with any sort of body language, then I'll put an arm around her as I continue talking.
She's sitting in the hammock, facing you, and you're standing, so...
I see.
And the hammock is positioned above the bed, so she's actually kind of above you slightly. She was, reaching down and, patting you and hugging you before, so...
Well, I'll reach up to grab her hand, then.
Okay. It's clammy. She's got a cold sweat going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure this is a lot to take in all at once. But, story short, they kind of broke the machine and we died. And
then...
So Malchus, I said that we thought he was a halfling, but he was actually an undead creature.
What?
Who sustains on souls. And when you died, he accidentally consumed what was left of you.
Okay. Moira, on hearing that, she's going to pitch forward and sort of roll off the hammock.
Can I catch her?
She sort of faints. You can try, yeah. Make a reflex save.
Oh, reflex. That's not too bad. That's not very good. I lied. Oof.
Okay.
Lovette.
So she pitches forward, and you try your best to catch her, but she just sort of ends up knocking her head into your head, and it's kind of painful. She deals 1 point of damage to herself and to you. And she falls to the ground. The whole experience of all of this, hearing this, and falling forward and hitting her head, she's just like, I gotta get air. I gotta get air. She pushes the door open, falls her way into the hallway, and she moves quickly to the stairs. She's stumble running as she goes.
What did you do?
She pushes her way out onto the deck and sort of just collapses on her back, looking up at the sky. Her little chest is heaving up and down quickly.
Miss Moira, are you okay?
Oh my god.
That looks really awkward as soon as people see her and she realizes how bad this looks.
No one saw you.
Well, no, but I came out after her.
Yeah, no one
Beardy.
saw you.
Oh, no one did? Okay.
Sol and Vera are both not there.
Oh.
I am going heal
Okay.
check.
Okay. Make a heal check,
To
please.
see, that is 18.
Okay. She seems to be suffering a panic attack.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Miss Moira, you must calm down.
Yeah,
She's-
that'll help.
She seems
I mean,
unresponsive to your command.
I'm gonna, hold her head up and hold her hand and just be like, deep breaths, Moira, deep breaths. It's just like the old days. Can't fall.
She's
happened?
gulping at air.
What happened?
Well, slow, deep breaths.
Miss Lovette, what happened?
I just hold up. We have so much panic attack here. You don't really know anything that happened, did you? Well, I'm not going to be the one to explain to you everything I just explained to her, but a lot has happened, and it's a lot to take in.
Mm-hmm. Will she be okay?
Yes. Right? Moira, please? We don't do that anymore, right?
But I don't. She sort of rolls to her side and sort of crawls into a fetal position and just starts sobbing.
I think that's probably a pretty appropriate response to all this. Maybe we can talk about it later. Maybe give you a little bit of time to process this piece by piece.
I just want to go home.
You will go home. We'll get you home.
I miss Mom.
She misses you too. I'm gonna kneel down and pet her head.
Okay. When you pet her head, she turns toward you and just sort of latches onto you with a really, really tight hug.
Oh, hug her back just as tight as I can. My weak little strength 5 arms will hug her.
Mm-hmm. She's much stronger than you now. It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
I mean, I know Lovette's weak, but it's just weird sounding. She's level
Strength
0.
Strength 5?
Yeah.
No,
She's
Moira.
a fucking nerd.
Yeah, Moira's, a nerd, but she's not, terminally ill anymore, so it's a new body, new stats. And who says she's level 0?
You did.
Yeah.
Alright.
On check, please.
Fair enough.
We probably have it recorded, actually.
Oh, most likely. But,
Yes.
Checkmate atheist.
Encyclopedic
Alright, so she sort of latches onto you, and she's shaking, but she's not crying quite as hard.
Which is a success.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be okay, Moira. I'll get you back here.
When can I go home?
We have, 3 more days? 3 more days of travel this way, and there will be 3 more. So it will be some time. But a week goes by, and I believe there's this much to see. We'll get to see the Emerald Forest from above.
No?
Well, we'll see it from an angle, sure.
Oh, okay.
And actually, the Red Plains as well.
She wipes one of her arms across her face and to try to wipe her eye a little bit. Do you think we'll see centaurs?
I don't know if we're going to get that close, but we might.
How did I get brought back?
Side-eye Petra will be like, alright, here it goes. Well, the thing I told you about Marcus.
Yeah.
He neglected what happened, Beardy, and he gave himself up so that you could live again. And maybe a horrible way, he perished.
At the name Marcus, Petra leans in to the conversation, really tries to listen in.
You are standing right over top of them both. So.
I know, but he's
just uncomfortably leaning in now.
Really
well,
close.
that's
Yeah.
definitely glaring.
Really fucking close, glaring. Again, when he hears the name Marcus, he kind of shifts in his spot.
Okay, so that's real. So, I don't really want to get into the nitty-gritty details, partly because I don't fully understand them, and more because it's not important. The important thing is that he made a willing sacrifice, which is causing some of us a lot of pain, and he did it for your sake. I'm going to be forever grateful to him. I'm grateful that he brought you back to me and gave up everything to let that happen.
Does that mean what I dreamed wasn't a dream?
I think so.
It was awful.
I am not one to hide the truth from someone I care about, so there it is. Sorry for me as this happened. I could have stopped so much of this by not being there in the first place, but here we are.
She shifts herself over to sit with her back to the wall to the north there.
I'll sit next to her. Pat for Archie to sit next to us.
Archie's been watching the whole time, not sure what to do or say.
This skyboat is really cool, isn't it?
Actually, it would be called a ship. boats are launched from ships like an escape craft. So if this was like a part of a bigger vessel, then maybe this would be a boat.
I forgot you also were on there. That's why I learned all this. I really think I'm like this tactician, and it's just like, oh, I just kind of copied Moira.
She has the faintest smile on her face, and she ruffles your hair.
I'm never gonna ruffle that's hair work.
No! My favorite! Head pats for Lovette.
I didn't know it was a thing that, like, sexual tension people did.
Start the hashtag.
What? Moira doesn't have sexual tension with Lovette. What the hell's wrong with you?
Okay, sure. Whatever you say. We all know.
So, Moira will kind of just sit there and sort of just mellow for a while without talking too much.
Yeah, alright, me too. Lovette's just enjoying this moment. And heck, yeah.
Okay. Since you're sitting to her right, she is holding your left hand with her right hand, and she's kind of squeezing tightly the whole time.
Alright, this moment was awesome. Whatever comes after this and whatever came before this, I'm going to look at this as being the moment that it was all worth it.
She doesn't say anything. She just lets the hang in the air.
And scene.
Yep. And scene. Alright. So, no one else has anything they're doing today. I'm going to go ahead and advance time forward. So...
Anything in your part?
Oh, I stay the night with Alec.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So,
Yep. So
the
wait,
next
you're
day?
not... How'd you get off the boat?
Oh,
Well-
honey, I'm still on the boat.
Well, Vera would come
Oh.
back after 3 or 4 hours,
Okay.
and they would be far more armored. Their skin is far more sclerotized, so its looks
Oh boy.
is completely...
Oh,
Like,
so you're
hot.
still boon formed, right?
Oh, why would I not be?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, so when Vera returns, you see that Vera's boon form has changed again slightly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also, I
Sorry.
have my bag of money.
Alright, so Vera returns, and like I said, the Mellifera's boon form that they're in is much more insect-like than last time. And it was already pretty damned insect-like. But now there's no more visible skin anywhere on Vera. They become completely chitinous. And it's like this shiny black chitin, but like articulated joints in the hands and feet and all that.
It is kind of a yellow to orangish hue. It's a gradient. Kind of like a honeybee.
Okay.
And nothing looks too off or anything when I get back. The panic attack is done.
Yeah, they're just sort of sitting there holding hands.
Gross.
I know, so lewd.
So Vera would just look and then just head back down. They don't really have much to say. So
Your friend's a bee.
Petra is
Yeah,
rather
that's the
confused, but
Where do you
Silly.
find people like this? How did you meet and become friends with a bee?
That is a question I have started asking myself pretty much every day. And in Ville, apparently.
Alright, so anything else for the 7th?
not for Vera.
Alright, so that will put us up to the 8th of February, say around 10 a.m. And where's Petravian spending the night?
he is going to stay guard on the deck.
He's going to sleep on the deck?
He's going to sleep on the deck,
Alright.
not in his armor.
Why did he put it on to take it off?
He didn't know it was going to happen during the day.
Oh,
He
that's right.
needs to be
You
ready.
people take off your armor when you sleep.
Ew.
Fucking weirdos.
Oh, you people wear armor, you fucking barbarians. Savages.
Mm-hmm.
Just wear clothes like a normal goddamn person.
Wait, do you not have any armor on?
No.
No.
I have some magic items that help protect me, but my
Well,
AC
that-
is mostly magic items and dex.
14
Well, that
AC.
is protected by fashion.
Yeah,
My AC is a giant fucking robot.
that's fair.
Especially.
That's fair. AC 22.
Exactly.
Giant fucking robot. Highest AC in the party.
Anyways, next day.
Yeah, next day. Alright, so next morning, who gets up early?
Well, that does.
Okay.
Vera wakes up when they get their allotted amount that they need.
Mhm.
So they'd be early riser in terms of like a full rest,
Right.
but it's nowhere near Mr. 4 hours over here.
It's
Mhm.
me, your boy.
Your boy.
Petra would be waking up with the dawn.
Alright. So, I'll go ahead and remove any damage from the party. Boom, boom. And I'll go ahead and
Thanks,
rest the party.
Karis. You're the best.
Alright. Party is rested. Okay. Karis is the first one up. She gets up even before the sunrise because she went to sleep earlier than everyone else. And you find her sitting on some crates, reading a book in the gallery.
They've heard the soul doing anything, or are they still...
I think they're taking a long cuddle session in the morning.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay.
My.
Such lewdness in this episode. Hand-holding and
No, but
cuddling?
they actually are cuddling.
Disgusting.
So Vera will get up. Eventually, if
You find
The time
Petravian,
is
I'm
right.
assuming, laying down in the...
No, he's sitting on the boxes.
just sitting there.
Just sitting, keeping watch. They're just watching at the moment.
All right, well, if nothing's happening, I guess Vera will sit in front of the two and just start making tea to start the day. Start the day off right.
Karis shoots you a smile. Good morning, Vera.
Good morning.
Do you happen to have any honey for that tea?
Well, I do. Typically, I don't put anything in it. It's usually more for the bitterness to help with stomachs. But I could add some if you want some.
So passive.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
So Vera will start making tea. When they eventually heat up the tea for Petra, they put in an absorbent amount
Like,
of
way
honey.
too much.
Way too fucking much
Like
honey.
the amount that I put in normally?
The amount Keni puts in, yes. So it's at least a
Half
quarter.
a mug.
At least.
Oh, no.
So that is what Petra gets, is they get very, very sweet tea.
So, I think soon after, Soul would pop out of the dimension that they were in.
Was the dimension
What
the bone
question?
zone?
The dimension with the bones.
It was the plane of lust.
DM Daddy, Lovette wants to know if Moira's awake or not.
We'll say yeah.
Okay, battle.
I think so. It's a lot to process.
I'm going to look at breakfast and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll just lay here for a bit, okay?
I'll try the group. Go to the main room.
Alright.
Ah, Lovette, you're up. Everyone else wanted tea. Do you want tea?
I didn't
Oh.
want to.
Sure, I guess. Would you
It's
mind
the
making
same-
a cup for my lion's way?
I mean, if you want some.
Vera checks around in her bag to find more fucking bottles, and she has them. So she'll make 2 more for Lovette and Moira.
How many bottles do you have?
I'm pretty sure I have at least 8 in here.
Good
What was
morning,
it?
Soul.
Good morning, Karis. Did you sleep well?
But not as well as you did. She kind of gives a sly smile.
Soul's face is
Trigger gun.
beet red. How did you... Huh?
I mean, never mind. She goes back to reading her book.
Do I smell?
Forget
Soul's
it.
like sniffing their shirt.
Forget I said anything. She chuckles slightly.
Does Soul
Jesus
smell?
Christ.
Oh my
That was
god!
a nat 20, by
Wow.
the way.
What? Explain what you're doing.
Alright, Vera, you're a druid and you have very good survival. Kenny, describe your character's visual correctly.
They'd have to, like, comb their hair with their fingers. I don't think they'd have, like, a comb. But they still have, like, all their clothes on appropriately and everything. But if anything,
Sure.
like, their hair's a little more staticky.
And with a 34 perception, you pick out a lot of minor details that would have otherwise gone missed.
Like, I'm not wearing my gloves, probably. The shawl that I normally wear, even though it's normally centered, it's kind of off-center. Very subtle, though. Most of the time, people wouldn't notice that.
Gotcha.
And one boot's a little more slouchy than the other.
You know, it's a nat 20 perception stuff, but that doesn't mean Vera actually knows what's going on, so...
Yeah. But you
What
notice
does
all of
Lovette
this.
with a 15?
You notice all these
Visual
tiny
perception,
details.
not social perception.
Yeah. No, Lovette does not notice those minor details. There might be a smell. Maybe.
Rude.
I'm just saying. It's
I hope
possible.
it smells good.
It doesn't.
What? Rude.
Woo!
How dare you?
And that's coming from the dirty hobo druid.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Damn.
We're never talking ever again.
Are you doing alright, Soul?
I'm doing better today. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. I'm glad.
Vera lifts up a bottle of tea.
Good morning.
Soul takes it.
College. So,
What's up, Lovette?
good morning. It's just saying.
Good morning. Is everything alright?
I'm trying to find out.
You seem more spastic than normal.
Okay, I'm going to take that to mean yes. Everything seems fine. Like battle with you.
Well, I'm not sure about you. Are you okay, though?
I mean, else isn't usually stuff, I guess. Sure, I don't know. I'm fine.
Soul, like, glances at Vera with a concerned look and is just like, what the fuck happened?
Well, I'd like to roll an insight check.
I don't think that's a thing in Pathfinder.
It's sense motive.
Motive.
It's sense motive.
Oh, okay.
It's
I've
the
been
same.
listening to our old episodes a lot, so
Oh, did
I
we
said,
used to say insight?
yeah, because I used to D&D.
The
Yeah, the D&D. It's fine. It's the same difference. It's sense motive. I think they changed the name to Insight in 5e. Maybe 4e.
And that is 14.
Alrighty. So sense motive 14 on Lovette. So since there's no like hard and fast rule here about doing this to party members,
I could make a bluff check, but I'm not really trying to lie to them.
right? You're not trying to lie either. So the trick here is that I would like you to take that number 14 and tell Vera what you think Vera would glean based off that roll.
Sure. Oh, fuck, though. I don't really know how... I wasn't expecting to be questioned like this.
No,
Vera's
add a
just
character.
looking to see.
Add a character. It's just, what do you think Vera would sense if Vera was to roll a 14 sense motive on what you just said?
Because Vera doesn't know anything happened wrong at all.
Yeah, none of us do.
Vera came back and y'all were just sitting on the deck of the ship.
Okay. Well, yeah, you would... That's why I'm trying to figure it out, because the stuff that you didn't know about is not the stuff that she's really acting this way about.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So I guess you glean that. You glean,
I sense
like,
motive?
there's nothing that you missed out on.
What are you talking about? She's always like this.
Yeah, well.
You guys seemed pretty upset yesterday. I mean, I still...
I just nat 20'd my sense
Whoa.
motive.
Jesus.
Right. So you get the sense that Lovette is cautious around all of you because of the yelling that took place yesterday when Karis had a bit of an outburst. That was probably what your sense motive is going to pick up.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. You know, she seems pretty much normal.
Lovette doesn't know if she's cool with everyone right now.
Karis, do I smell?
Karis, like, looks at you with really big eyes, and she's like, she, like, kind of mumbles and then leans toward you and takes a long smell.
Oh no.
She goes back to a normal sitting position and just kind of shrugs. I mean, it's hard to tell. Kind of nose blind right now.
Gotcha.
Sorry, the ginger tea is really strong. Thank you, Vera.
Of course.
Yeah, make sure you get that right into the mic. Yes.
How does Petra react to the tea, by the way? Are they fine with it?
With all that honey.
Delicious.
I mean, it is.
He has no sense of taste, does he?
What are you talking about? It's probably delicious. It's sweet, delicious honey tea.
That would be hilarious. He just drinks it down and he's looking around at everyone to tell if it's supposed to taste good. He's like, yum, yum.
Anyways, we've got a little bit more time before we get to Daraham. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Like, talk?
I don't know. Does anyone need to talk about stuff?
Just like an awkward kind of silence.
Yeah.
Karis buries herself into her books slightly more.
Soul
I've been
glances
trying to
at
gauge
Vera.
this whole time if she still seems mad or if she's avoiding eye contact.
She is very much avoiding eye contact with you. Yeah.
I figured.
She's got a barrier of 2 people in boxes between you and her.
Yeah, which means Lovette has to like lean awkwardly and noticeably to even pick up on this stuff. Be like, "Hello, can you see me?" No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying the silence is just...
Deafening.
Soul is looking at Vera, though. I don't know if Vera's turned away or not, but Soul is obviously looking at Vera.
I'll assume that Vera would probably notice that. Is it?
Am I supposed to say something?
No, I was wondering if you would want to talk with me if you had time today.
I'm always free to talk. So,
Awkward smile that's more of a grimace. Cool. Am
Are
I
you-
doing it right?
are you alright?
No. Never. Not lately. No. I'm great.
Do you need to talk now?
No. Take your time. Whenever.
Okay.
Maybe today. Soul looks so uncomfortable. I like how there's this obvious line between the rest of the group and Lovette.
Yeah.
Well, there's no place to sit. So Lovette's probably right on the corner trying to cool on the wall, but it's like, when you try to like put your arm against it, it's like, no, that doesn't work either. No, that's not
No,
it.
I figured she just doesn't want to stand too close to Vera, because Vera doesn't like being touched, so she's like, you're the only person that I can stand near, but I don't want to stand too near you.
Yeah, and there is these crates that form space in between Karis and Petra from her, so that's nice.
She sure do like her space.
I do like my space.
Anyways, I'm gonna get some fresh air for the day because, yeah, fresh air is great. I'm going upstairs. Bye. Soul goes up on the deck.
Karis follows.
That can't be good, right? That is something.
I
Soul's upset at me, aren't they?
I've barely known you people. And even I can tell they're pissed off at you.
Thank you, Petra.
You're welcome.
I don't see what they have to be upset about. I think that you have been extremely helpful lately and supportive. And wait a minute.
Well, Soul is very close to Marcus.
Do you mean what you said? That you think he was the right thing?
Well, if you put it up to all the alternatives,
Like,
it's the only thing we could have done. I'm not trying to say that it was a good outcome.
no, of course not. It was terrible. I'm not like trying to see if. I mean, they said bringing Moira back was impossible. What's one more?
I don't know if there's any way we could bring Marcus back.
I can only find out by trying, right?
I mean, don't you need a soul to be resurrected?
Well, I mean, we sort of took care of that one time. I don't know. I'm just saying.
From my understanding, you also need a body.
Not so. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if he'd be able to, like, play that, but at least stay with body.
But it's not Marcus's body. Garvin's.
Does it need to be Malchus's body?
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to bring back.
Well, yeah, I know that Malchus didn't really... He wasn't really particular on bodies.
But the thing is, if we brought Marcus back, wouldn't he just be in the same form he was before? He would have to eat another soul, and that's the one thing he didn't want to do. He at least was able to fulfill that dream.
Lost souls are a tricky thing.
They shall...
Vera turns to Petra.
How did you know he was a lost soul?
At that, Petra's gonna go hop down and go into his armor for the day.
Hold up. Do you know Marcus?
Oh, boy.
I do not.
Then how did you know?
It's my job.
You have a small book of every lost soul there is? How many
Just
are
the
there?
one.
5?
Just the one that I know of.
Do you have a book on us?
I was prepped on this group.
How?
Vera squints.
We will not exactly flip.
It is my job to protect you, and I was prepped by the Council of Eden of all they knew.
Obviously, no. What kind of things did they know?
Petra thinks very, very hard. At the moment, I'd rather assess the group before I bring everyone up to speed on what I
Of
know.
course you would, and we would as well. You not know anything about us before we know anything about you. But there are 6, or there are 5 of us. 5 of
That
us.
is correct.
There's one of you.
That's correct.
If you want to assess the group, we're all kind of fucked up right now. Assessment over.
Damn, Vera.
I can tell this Marcus meant a lot to all of you. And
Yes. This Malchus. Or it's, one moment he's prepped, and the next moment he's just this Malchus. Like, you have no idea.
I did not know him personally. I know only of him and what I was told.
Do you think that, being what he was, given that you know this, he was capable of being a good person?
We all have distinctly dark pasts. We all have things that we wish didn't happen, but they did.
Right.
And we want to make better, and we want to make this existence, this life, the best we can. From what I know of him, I would have been proud to fight alongside him.
So it's a yes, then. You think he's capable of being a good person?
Anyone that would sacrifice their life, knowing that it would likely obliterate them, for someone that they had never even met, deserves a place at Eden's table.
Well, I guess that That is one thing. I'm gonna go grab my teas while I talk. And kind of brush past him. He is just as crazy as the rest of us. Bringing teas back to Moira.
Can I do a knowledge religion on Vera just to see if what I know about Mellifera and his boon?
Her.
Mellifera's
Melly is
her.
And
Yeah.
Vera's her.
Knowledge, religion. Go for it.
All right, let's see.
It's gonna be a toughie, just so you know. It's an obscure religion.
Boom!
Wow. Okay.
Nat 20?
Damn.
What are we
Nat
doing?
20. What is
What are we
happening
doing?
tonight?
Everyone's
Oh my
gotten a
God.
net 20 except me so far.
Everyone,
so I
hold
guess
on.
later or-
Reality's ripping apart. Oh, shit.
I mean, maybe it's just all those bad rolls I had earlier.
Yeah,
maybe
it's all just
finally-
working out, finally.
Yeah.
All right. Petravian,
Oh.
you were briefed ever so slightly about everybody in this group, including a very, very basic overview of Vera and Mellifera. So I'm going to go ahead and give you basic knowledge of Mellifera. You know what deity stands for, they've had multiple groups in the past, and Vera's currently the leader of their church, for lack of a better term.
Essentially the High Priestess.
Yeah, something like that.
She's not above anyone,
Mm-hmm.
except when
True.
she flies.
Zing.
Boom. Blah, 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 blah.
Hell yeah, beach.
Wah, 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 wah.
Hell yeah, beach!
Do I know if Eden and Mellifera mesh, or are they at odds?
You would know that every time there is a major cult of Mellifera anywhere, it often becomes violent and is usually put down. It's
Like
it's
a
put
dog.
down usually by Eden followers.
Oh!
No.
Well, I mean, it's just that they kind of share similar spaces, so when they,
Okay.
they're just the nearest people to put them down. Anywho, yeah, so you know some basic shit about Mellifera,
Okay.
so use that how you will.
You're like, you don't seem like a Mellifera worshiper. I always thought the Mellifera people were crazy cultists with hoods and size. Oh my god.
And your skin is more chitinous, correct?
All right,
Not
now.
currently.
Oh, not currently. But I
Sleep
would've
does
kno-
wonders for the skin.
Yes, it does. Petravian goes over to Vera and stands in front of her and says, I know you to be a follower of Mellifera, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
I know of you, and you seem to be a very honorable person.
What is this
Nothing.
leading to?
Let nothing change that.
I don't plan on it. Is this going somewhere, Petra?
History has not been kind to the followers of Mellifera.
It hasn't. But hopefully this is a new leaf.
I am sworn to protect all of you, from both threats outside and inside.
Oh.
Vera is confused by this.
Given the knowledge of the cults going violent, Petra is thinking there has to be a reason why they went violent. So if it's an influence of Mellifera and Vera goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and starts scything everyone, Petra would try to put her down.
Are you implying something, Petra?
Do nothing to jeopardize this mission.
Excuse me?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
great.
This is why Lovette left the room. She's like, I'm not gonna be here for this beatdown.
Believe me
nothing
when
to-
I tell you I will not be the dead weight here. You've been at this for a while. You're the one who has to prove yourself.
Mic drop.
Just let me do my job and don't put a knife in my back.
No, it wouldn't be a knife. And he's standing with his hammer.
The bees would start coming out of Vera's apiary,
And you wouldn't be able to hit.
and Vera will walk away.
Hey guys, do you actually have any honey? Oh.
Where's Vera walking to? Up or down?
Oh. Man, she'll love me. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
I like the tension.
Yeah.
I like Vera being mean.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. I mean, was that Vera being mean? That sounded to me like Petra, like just threatening Vera.
Yeah, that's what happened too.
It's good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyone else have anything to do on the 8th of February?
Petra's going to do a prayer to Eden, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He also trying to get his soul recognized.
Hey.
I mean, I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but okay.
No, just usual communing with Eden as...
You do.
Yeah,
As I
you do
do.
that at dawn. You said.
Did I do it at dawn?
I mean,
I
that's
thought you
what,
woke up at dawn.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what.
Oh,
Your
okay.
spells, right?
Yeah, that's what
Right,
even clerics
okay.
do at dawn. So I figured you'd already done that for the day.
I guess I had forgotten.
This isn't Marcus.
Yeah,
isn't Marcus.
He
this is
doesn't
not
need
Marcus.
to do wisdom checks to find
Yeah.
out if he's going to be saved or not.
You gotta
He's
find out
good.
if you're the soul.
Yeah, he's already in. He's part of the clergy.
You don't have to do this every day anymore.
Mildly sad, but yes, you're absolutely right.
Petra had a solid 3 points from Vera, out of 100.
Yeah, and now it's back to 0.
Now it's negative 50.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a relationship damaging conversation.
Yeah, really.
I
though.
saw it in The Sims. It
Yeah.
went straight to
Red.
the red.
So
Yeah.
it's a red plum bomb.
So I was not up there to hear all that stuff going on the other day with Karis and stuff, but
Mhm.
Archie was, and I'm going to talk to my receiver when I'm in the room with Moira and ask him if I missed anything that
Also,
I should know about.
did Lovette hear any of that?
That's a good question. Lovette, did you hear any of that exchange between Vera and Petra?
Can I have?
Make a perception check.
That's a 14 for the
Yeah.
podcast.
14, yeah.
Not really. Maybe you heard some muffled noises, but nothing.
I figured I probably
Nothing
saw enough
intelligible.
at the end there to piece together the gist of it.
Anyone have any other things they want to do on the 8th or 9th?
Well,
I just wanted to talk to Vera really quick.
First of all, I would like to say that Vera comes out and the bottom of their hood, where it's the back of their neck and that,
Yeah.
is basically crawling with bees.
Ew.
Because of the agitation.
Yeah.
And her eyes definitely just twitching.
Soul looks uncomfortable.
Is
Hey,
everything
Vera.
okay?
It's fine. You said you wanted to talk about something.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk to you like this.
Just give me an hour, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I was hoping
You're good.
for, what?
Soul just looks awkwardly at Karis and just exchanges a look of what the f-
Yeah, the same look is on Karis' face.
these siblings.
I know, right?
It wasn't Lovette this time.
So after that,
After some time that Vera
Yeah.
can steam off.
bees are gone back into the apiary.
How you feeling, buddy?
I'm fine. You said you wanted to talk about something. Is that correct?
I just wanted to get some things off my chest.
Okay.
I understand your point of view most of the time, but I wanted to let you know that I'm upset with you.
What did I do?
Soul kind of bites their lip. I wouldn't have agreed to have let Marcus die if you weren't in on it. But I trusted your opinions, so I listened.
And you regret that.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Why do you have to apologize for that?
Because I believe you've gone through enough hardships in your life, even if you haven't told me, to where I feel like you should be given some slack at this point.
Did you want to say this and have me not say anything, or
You're welcome to say anything. I will always listen.
what is the alternative that we would have done?
Soul has a sad smile. I don't know. I just didn't like the way he died.
I don't think there's a way that we could have done it where it wouldn't be upsetting for any of us.
Soul's fiddling with their hands and looking down at them.
Karis is actually doing a very similar thing.
Again, I understand your standpoint, and I'm just trying to say that it hurts. And I can't help but feel upset towards you and Lovette.
I went along with it too, Soul.
I know.
I even thought it was a good idea for a long time. But for what it's worth, I think Vera's right.
I don't think there's any of us that aren't hurting from this soul.
Soul looks like they relax a little. Okay.
He was a good person, so I wish there could have been another way.
At least this way, his death was for something.
In a way, extremely lucky to have the chance to rectify something that he regretted. It's kind of wonderful in that aspect.
I have a question. Is it weird if I hate Moira?
I don't think it's unnatural. Definitely not her fault.
I know. I feel so angry when I look at her. So I'm avoiding her.
Well, eventually we'll have to have her sent home
It's
For our
true.
own safety.
I'm not really looking forward to going to a different world, guys.
Vera slightly laughs.
I don't think any of us are.
I wonder what it will be like.
I just hope it goes easier than what things have been happening, like, lately.
If it's like lately, it should be a walk in the park.
Soul sadly smiles and nods. Sorry, I just wanted to get that off my chest. But I hope you'll be able to forgive me, Vera. I don't mean to be upset. It's just what I'm feeling.
You cared a lot. I can't judge you for that.
Thank you. Also, I should probably tell you guys something.
Vera's eyebrow raises.
I've kind of been away a lot of evenings and stuff.
As Petra walks by, the bees start rising onto Vera's shoulders.
Soul raises their eyebrows at this reaction. Petra, get the fuck away from Vera. Soul just turns like a mama bear at him.
Jeez. Moves to stand between Vera and Petra at all times.
Sorry about that. Anyways, so I've been gone most evenings, and I just wanted to let you know that I've been safe and well taken care of during the evenings, and I always come back in the morning.
Karis giggles slightly.
Karis.
Sorry.
Didn't you normally do this?
I mean, sometimes I did, but since we've been on the ship, it's been like every night.
I mean, you're free to sleep wherever you want.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm safe, so you don't have to worry about it.
Alright.
That's all. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Did Archie catch all that?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what I wanted to do is way more interesting now. Because I wanted to ask in my little receiver on my gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, that was on this whole time. You heard all of that.
Did Moira hear all that?
That depends if it broadcasts loud enough for someone else to hear it.
Well, I would say probably not. What the ability is for an actual
yeah.
summoner is that we can communicate telepathically.
Yeah, no, in that case, Moira doesn't hear it. Which is definitely for the best in that situation.
Well, that was it. I had to find out at once.
What was?
I was just chatting with Alchi.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Oh yes, I can communicate with him right here. I'll start getting the nitty-gritty to distract from what I was talking about.
Yeah. So did you have anything you needed to talk to Moira about?
Probably just spend the days telling her about our adventures and about everybody, his personalities and stuff.
Okay.
Get her filled in. At some point before we get back, I'll probably want to talk to Karis, but it might necessarily be on the same day.
Okay. Alright, in that case, I'm going to zoom time ahead. So we'll push ourselves on to the 9th of February. And on the 9th, we'll go ahead and say that at some point you managed to kind of corner Karis and have a conversation. What is it, Lovette?
Are you doing any better? Though?
She squints at you. Am I doing any better?
Yeah. You already beat up.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm doing just peachy. Is there something you need?
I don't understand what this is about. I don't mean to invalidate your feelings or anything.
Well, you kind of did.
Sorry. That wasn't my intention. And I don't think your feelings are invalid. I mean, I can't say I understand exactly how you feel, but...
Well, I feel like I murdered someone that was our friend. That's how I feel. And when you tell me that I didn't do that, when I felt it, it's a little bit upsetting.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Well,
Look, you got what you wanted, alright?
Oh, really? Damn. I keep telling myself the same thing, and I really feel guilty for it.
Well, as far as I can tell, you have nothing to feel guilty about, because you weren't the one to do what me and Hildegard did, and last time I checked, that's your friend in there, pointing to the cabin.
It's my friend right here, too. And I want to make sure she's okay, too.
I'll live, okay? Go be with your friend.
Have you ever gone onto the dictionary and looked up the word oof?
It's not like about you. You know, head back, I guess.
Alright.
Kind of isolate myself and more, become more of a hermit.
Alright, anything else on the 9th?
Nope.
Nope,
Okay.
just dirty looks at Petra.
Awesome. So over the 8th and 9th, you guys travel across the continent, most of it at least, and you guys go from Ville to here. So your flight path takes you directly over the forest of Cidervale.
Okay.
If anyone would like to make a
Yes.
knowledge...
Always.
Okay.
Which one?
Knowledge what? Let me...
Geography would be fine. Or history would be fine.
I'll do
that
history.
can help. I'll do
Okay.
history.
Damn, I
Wow,
got
look at
that
that.
I got a
116.
Oh my
I mean-
god.
Lore Master.
I got a 16.
Oh, yes. May I lore master this bitch?
Of course you may... Don't call me bitch.
No, this bitch being the
Can I lore master this, comma, bitch? That's what I heard.
And that's
There was
a
no
plus
comma.
15, so that's a 35.
Alright, you get a 35 on your lore master.
Thank you,
You're quite welcome.
bitch.
Delicious.
So, what you know of Cidervale is actually quite a lot. It's a forest, obviously. It's very primal. Inside is a lot of Fey races, but mostly it is populated by satyrs. They are a happy bunch, I guess is the way to put it. They're charismatic and airy in personality. They enjoy music and the funner things in life. It's an interesting place, full of strange people.
Are they more of like Symphonia worshippers there, since they are satyrs?
A fair number of them are Symphonia worshippers, yes.
Okay.
It's a silly place, Cidervale. It's not all happy there all the time, but that's the general understanding of the place is that the satyrs themselves are a jovial race. They're on decent relations with the Parthenians. There's a bit of trade that happens between them, but they don't produce a lot of materials. They don't have a lot of like advanced crafts in their forest.
Mm-hmm.
They do wear clothes, so that is something that I guess they're a bit more advanced than certain satyrs. Because some satyrs, in certain parts of more primal parts of the world, less advanced parts of Fey regions, they don't wear clothes at all. Like when you guys were in the forests in Ville, in the mountains,
Yeah, they didn't have clothes.
they didn't wear clothes. This wasn't part of their culture there. But Cidervale has had enough interactions with human nations that they've sort of modernized slightly, if that makes sense. So they've taken on some human customs. So they tend to wear clothes, or at least some clothes, and they are a bit more settled than their less advanced brethren.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
That's about all that I think I need to get into now. If you guys were going to like stop there, I'd probably throw out more, but you're just flying over it.
No, we're going to Daraham. We're gonna go see a queen. I'm gonna give her this stupid
Yeah.
shard. Send us
Let's-
to a different world, Daddy.
Let's not go to Cidervale. It's a silly place.
Tis a silly place, that's right. So, on the 9th of February, the ship arrives at Daraham.
And I assume we're going to Hale?
You are going to hail the capital of Daraham. And as you guys were here before, this is a metropolis. It's a very large city. And the Agile comes in for a landing right there in the center square.
Ah, right where we got picked up.
Right where you got picked up. Calcutic is there on the deck, and he bids you all good journey wherever you may find yourselves in the world.
Cal,
What is it, Soul?
about that discussion where you said 300 to take that little one over back the
Oh,
steam aisle.
of course.
Yeah, I have the money here for you.
Oh, excellent.
So 300, right?
Yes, 300 would be just fine.
I'm gonna give him 375.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he'll take the money, and he'll walk over to Moira and go, "Ah, young miss, this vessel's been chartered to take you home." And Moira's startled and looks over at Lovette. What? I guess I'm going home now?
Yeah, I told you you're going home.
So this is goodbye?
Come on. I just had something to take care of.
Okay.
He's happily waving.
Well,
Oh, shit.
I guess I'll see you next time you guys are in the Steam Isle.
Lovette,
Yes?
I think you should hug her. We don't know if we're coming back from this.
I was intending to.
Okay. Soul kind of leaves to give them some space.
I was planning not to say that also.
Too late.
I look kind of like with a grim look back to Moira, like, well, shit.
Lovette, be careful, okay? We just got out on the other side of this thing, and I'd prefer you not to, for you to not be the next one to die. Although I guess it's your turn, she says, like, jokingly.
It's been my time for a while, I think.
Well, just come back and see me, okay? She gives you a tight hug.
We're a title hug.
She turns to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, I'll kiss her.
Mouth?
Yeah, on the mouth. Like, intercept.
Alright, so you turn and intercept, kiss her on the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of, like, freezes for a second, and her face instantly flushes. She doesn't break the kiss. In fact, she's gonna lean into it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
She runs a hand through your little hair. A couple of seconds will pass, and she'll eventually break the kiss and say, "Come back and see me, okay?"
Okay. Just stands there staring at her for a while, though.
She looks at you and she gestures to the rest of your party, which has already,
Bye.
gotten off the boat. Come on.
Well, gee, wait for me. Chase after them.
She leans over the edge of the ship and watches you all. At that point, you guys disembark from the Agile, and it lifts up into the sky, makes a wide turn, and begins plying its way to the southeast. In a moment, it is faded from view, leaving the 6 of you in the center square of town.
So the last time we got into the big building, Alec was with us, and the last time I tried to get into the big building, they wouldn't let me.
Well, maybe you should ask Alec for help.
Behind me?
Sitting at the base of the statue of Matilda,
Soul rushes over to him. Hey!
you rush over to him and he greets you with a kiss.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I mean, Kyle can see him actually blushing in real life. Oh god, it's getting worse. I can feel it. Soul's petrified.
I'm blushing now.
The blush is contagious.
Soul's just very, eyes locked with Alec currently.
Well, who needs to go see the queen?
If we're going to see the queen, are we leaving this world right away?
He shrugs. How should I know?
Do we need to prepare first?
I feel like we should go shopping first.
Could I speak to a certain piece of physical object? Shoot. Well, what do you guys all speak
She's
English?
asking about Buck.
Yes, well, I wasn't. Well, are we supposed to talk about that out here?
Soul shrugs.
Vera looks around.
Alex shrugs.
She wants to read a book.
Sure.
Shrugs.
Nice save.
Who am I to tell you what books you can and can't read?
Wait, can you help me find this book I'm looking for?
I mean, probably I can help you find this book you're looking for. But your friends seem to want to go shopping.
Well, I mean, we can do both. We've got an evening.
Yeah, and
By the way, it is
join us maybe.
It is the evening of the 9th. It's about 6 p.m. February 9th. So, the sun's just now dipping below the horizon.
Also, Vera is looking at Soul with the beginning of the
Boy.
Could I ask you a favor, Soul?
Yeah, what's up?
I know we just got the funds from your father,
Mm-hmm.
and I think with a little more, I could potentially have some more magic imbued into my scythe, as well as pick up some stronger potions for us.
How much do you need? 1,000? 2,000?
3,000?
just
Soul leans their head back. Just deep air in. This will assist us on our journey. And Soul takes the 3,000 out of their own pocket
Alright.
and gives it to Vera.
Sorry.
You'll make it up to me. And Soul puts their hand on Vera's shoulder. And they're having intense eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
very, very uncomfortable.
And I do have one favor to ask in return.
Yes?
I want you to tell me why you were beat up when we first met. You don't have to today. But let's consider this an exchange of service. Soul removes their hand.
How much do I have to tell you?
Well, that's a very loaded question. Until you are
beat up when you
too
guys met?
uncomfortable. What was that?
You were beat up when you guys met?
Yeah.
Who
Until
could beat
you-
up Vera?
Until you are either too uncomfortable to speak or I am satisfied. It became more mean just because I kept getting interrupted. It's far more aggressive than Soul initially intended. Savvy?
I made a wrong call, and I was punished.
What was your call?
I hurt people that I shouldn't have. If that's not enough, take them.
Go ahead. Soul just looks like they're thinking, but they didn't have any expression of, like, surprise or anything, or even upset. They just look like they're processing.
The face on Vera is just straight dread, and they turn around and start going through the market to get Amber for as many thoughts as they can.
That girl's hiding something from me.
So, group starts moving toward the markets of Hale, and the camera will pan back and fade to black.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to Protagonist for the theme music and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Please leave a like or subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions. Until next time!